Get strong.
Hello everyone and welcome back to another deck profile. Now, actually I haven't done one of these in a while, so apologies, I know I've just been popping off with Let's Discuss, but I decided let's actually just do a profile today. Yeah, again, it's going to be another equipment based deck. You know me, I like my equipment. So today's profile is going to be Eivor Battle Ready. Eivor Battle Ready is a boss 5-drop 5/5 with haste and visions. Whenever Eivor attacks, deals damage to each opponent equal to the number of equipment you control. So yeah, boss really good for equipment in my opinion. So I've had the cards since it kind of came out in the Assassin's Creed Universes Beyond in the came out in the Star Kit, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, got a copy of that, and I've had the card for a while, just haven't built the deck for some time. I've been playing the deck though for about maybe 3-4 months, so I think it's pretty good. I know a bit late to do a profile, but still, I think it's really good. It's got a couple of new equipment in, and the card is very strong. It does seem to be a kill on sight, because yeah, if I have like 10 or 5 equipments on board, that's 5 damage to each opponent. That could either win the game, or that could also make me lose the game because everyone then punches me in the face. But yeah, I guess we'll go on to the profile. Yeah, here we are, Eivor Battle Ready. Like, in my opinion, the Assassin's Creed Universes Beyond was kind of like a flop. The Beyond boosters were really bad. They only had like 7 cards per pack, and the pack was still priced as a regular Universes Beyond. It was like £6 or £7. It was dumb to only get 7 cards. I'm so glad they didn't do that for the next Universes Beyonds, because yeah, no one liked Beyond boosters. They were really bad. Yeah. So we're going to the creatures, as always with my kind of Voltron decks. There aren't that many creatures in the main deck. So we'll start off with the ones that could give me draw power. So obviously, a Pure Steel Paladin. When equipment enters, draws a card. Metacraft, if I have 3 or more artifacts, all my equip costs 0. Scram. Your Artificer, it's kind of like the same thing, but while this is on entry, this is on cast. Weapon Vendor. This is a new one from the Final Fantasy set. I do have a few Final Fantasy cards in here. This is an ETB draw card. At the beginning of combat on your turn, if you control equipment, you may pay 1. When you do, attach target equipment you control to target creature you control. So yeah, this is definitely going on, like, yeah, beginning of combat, bam. I'll equip the Eivor, why not? Maybe she won't die when she attacks. Nice. So those are the equipment entry slash cast ETBs. Next we have like the searches. We have a Stoneforge Mystic and a Stonehewer Giant. Well, this is a on entry search for equipment. This is a you pay 2 mana, tap him to search for an equipment, then attach it to a creature you control. I don't think many people really. I haven't really seen many people play this card. I like it. Sure, it is a total of 7 mana, yes, but that's 5 mana one turn, and then 2 on the next turn. It does seem quite slow, but I still really like my huge giant. Then we have an Armored Sky Hunter. I have this in every single equip deck I've ever done, because, well, when it attacks, you look at top 6 cards of your library. You may reveal an aura or equipment from among them, pop on the battlefield. If it was an equipment, you get to attach it to a target creature you control. So that just means another possible equipment for Eivor. because you get this to go off first, and then you get Eivor to go next. I guess next we'll go with the ones that could either cast equipments for cheap or help equip for cheap. We have, I can never pronounce her name, Diana? First strike, finish lifelink, all the equipped spells you cast cost 1 less. And then we have my Headmaster, which is a similar thing, but it also means equipped abilities cost less. So my equipment costs 1 cast, and then 1 cast less to equip. Then we have the Bow Hammer from Avengers God of Realms. So all the equipped creatures get +2/+0 for each equipment attached, but you may pay 0 wherever to pay the equip ability of the first equip. So it just means that if I have one of my equipped 6s on board, I can just I'm definitely going to do this first to equip. Then we have Nahari, Forged in Fury. Affinity for equipment, so she costs like X cards less, equal to the amount of equipment I control. So if I have 4 equipments, she only costs 1 red, 1 white. Whenever equipped creature you control attacks, exile the top card of your library. You may play that card this turn. You may cast equipped spells this way without paying a mana cost. So it luckily says play, so if I do see a land, I can just play in main phase 2. So yeah, that's really good. If you're not running this card, run it. In my opinion, really good. Then we have Arden, Inspired Archaeologist. Beginning of combat on your turn, you may attach any number of ores and equipments you control to target permanent or player. Cheeky little guy. Combat. Put everything on Eivor. Back with Eivor. This is a very simple deck, I will admit, this is very simple. Cogsworth. Handy helper. Commanders you control have Ward 2. You tap in to add 2 white, spend this only to cast ores or equipment spells. Or I can tap him and attach an equipment or ore you control to target creature you control, but I can only do that as a sorcery. It'd be really good if this was instant speed, but no, it has to be as a sorcery. Then we have, you know this card, it used to be my old, well, used to be, early last year I had this as my commander, but then I had Cap, and now I have Eivor. But yeah, we have Kemba, Car Regent. Beginning of your upkeep, you create a 2/2 white cat creature token for each equipment attached to her. Yeah, you can stack her with like 5 equipment, and then by your upkeep, you got like 5 2/2 cats. I ran this as my commander, and she was really strong because they finally had blockers. Because yeah, a Voltron deck, your commander is pretty much your main card. So yeah, having 2/2 cats that could also block were really good. I really like that. Then we have a Dawn Waker. This is a companion, but we don't use it for the companion. We use it for the abilities you activate that aren't mana abilities cost 2 less to activate. So it means all my equipped spells cost cheaper. This effect can't reduce the mana of that color less than 1 mana. So at least everything at least equips for like maybe 1, which is still pretty good. And then last creature, it's just a Godo, because yeah, hell a host. If I want to end the game quick, I could just Godo, and yeah, Godo my way to victory. There is, I would say there is an info loop, so I guess this is like, what, bracket 4, maybe? Now we go on to the fat stack of artifacts. So, of course, commander deck, so we have a Soul Ring, Arcane Signet, your Vault Vessel. Vault Vessel for the unlimited hand size, there's the Arcane Signet, and then a Talisman. These are the only basic artifacts I run, they are all mana rocks. Because yeah, a lot of them are equipments. So yeah. Swift boots for mostly the hexproof, since my commander already has haste. And yeah, a celestial armor again for the flash in, give it hexproof at the end of turn. But it also gives it flying, it constantly gives it flying. So yeah. Hexproof is indestructible when you flash it in for the turn, and then it just becomes a +2/+0, has flying. Still pretty good. Hammer of Nazan. When it enters or another off or another equipment you control enters, you can attach it to a creature you control. It gives the creature +2/+0, has indestructible. Mithril Coat, flash in, comes in, equip it to a creature you control, and it has indestructible, plus it gives the creature indestructible. A Shadow Spear, because the card is just generally really good. Being able to turn off all your opponent's like indestructible cards and hexproof. Pretty good. An Adaptive Omni Tool, which is from the the Eivor Drift precon. The equipped creature gets +1/+1 for each artifact you control. Whenever the equipped creature attacks, you look at the top 6 cards of your library. You reveal an artifact from among them and put it into your hand. Then shuffle. Then yeah, put the cards back on the bottom of the library in random order. So with like, I think I got like 20, I think maybe 21 equipments plus the 4 artifacts. So I have like 24/25 artifacts in the deck. So with this on board, I'm definitely going to see one. Next is a Leyline Axe, because if I see this in my opening hand, I can start the game with this on the battlefield. So I always have a artifact that gives +1/+1 and has double strike and travel. Yay! I was really excited when I saw this card in Foundations. Really excited, because I think the card's really good. Another card that I thought was really good, but got slept on. A Dragon Fireblade. Now hear me out. The game has so many good mono removals. Beast Within, Plowshare, Path to Exile, Stroke of Midnight. There are so many mono cards that just are removal cards. There are so many that are monocolor. So the Dragon Fireblade kind of stops that, because it gets +2/+2 and have hexproof from monocolors. So yeah, Pongify, Rapid Hydroization, Path to Exile, Swords of Plowshare, Stroke of Midnight, Beast Within. Any red spells that deal damage to target creature? No. The card is slept on, in my opinion. But the card is also really good for 1 mana. 1 mana, sure it does have 4 equip, but this ability costs more less to activate for each color of the creature it targets. So I'm only really going to equip it for 2 mana, since my commander is two colors. Next we have Moral Skycleave. It gets flying first strike when it comes in and attaches to a creature. This card is from Final Fantasy. Thank you to my boy Marcus for Genshi's Glove. The equipped creature gets double strike. Whenever equipped creature attacks, if it's the first combat, untap it. After this phase, there's additional combat. So I'm getting 2 Eivor triggers. As long as Eivor survives the first attack at least. So yeah, the card's really good, and yeah, making sure I can try and get as much damage on board with Eivor is very important. Soliamis for land search. Argument armor, Argatan armor, just so I can destroy a permanent on my opponent's board. If it's something I don't like, I can just tag with Eivor, trigger this to destroy something, then trigger Eivor. Keldor Complete. Equipped creature gets +5/+5, has first strike, trample, indestructible, haste, and whenever this creature deals combat damage to a creature, exile that creature. like it is a living weapon, so it does come in equipped to a germ. But with so many cards in this that allow me to swap equipment targets, that's fine. Especially since it costs 7 to play and 7 to equip. You're not doing that in one turn. But what you are doing is casting it and equipping it for free. Another really strong equipment is obviously running Sunforger, because I'm in boss. Why not? I can cast an instant from my deck from mana 4 or less, which is every one of my instances are 4 mana or less. Yeah, I also get to cast it without paying the mana cost, so it's just a free spell. For 2 mana, is a spell out of my deck at instant speed, by the way. Next, we just have an Embercleave, just so that when I cast it, it can just attach to a creature. It's another one that gives it +1/+1, double strike, and trample. So it's just a Leyline Axe. But to be fair, you can say the Leyline Axe is just a Embercleave, because this did come out first. Next, we have Helm of the Host, because we have Godot. A Basilisk Collar, because yeah, Hexproof, the Death Touch and Lifelink. The Lifelink is probably really important because I don't have that many blockers, so I need to try and get life back. And then the next 3 are all Swords of So-and-So. So we have Hearth and Home to mostly blink out the Stoneforge Mystic and get a land. The Fire and Ice to help me with draw power. And then Feast and Famine to help untap all my lands so I can cast more equipment spells. And I guess well, I've got 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, 3. Yeah, I've got 20 basic equipments. And then I also have 1 legendary artifact planeswalker equipment. The Eivor Spark. Now, I pulled this from my pre-release kit. At the time, I didn't think it was anything special. I was still 50-50 on the card. Just reading it, it seemed fine, but I didn't know how I feel about it just being a planeswalker and equipment. But yeah, after playing it loads of times, the card's really dumb and I like it a lot. Like when it's equipped to a creature, it can't be targeted for an attack. It just then becomes it starts off as planeswalker, you equip it, bam, it's just an equipment. But whenever it deals damage to an opponent, well, I say that it's just whenever it deals combat damage, so it doesn't matter if it's my opponent that takes it or that creature still did combat damage, I get that many loyalty counters. So the +1 is to equip, put 1 count on the creature. -5 is to draw 2 cards. Yeah, draw 2 cards, and then the -10, you get 10 mana of any one color. Most of the time, it's probably going to be white since the deck has. I say that, no, it's mostly going to be red because the deck is mostly white, but I have tons of like white mana. Yeah, Eivor Spark, really good. I'm pretty sure it's gone down in price. On release, it was like 30. I think it's like 15 now. To be fair, we are almost near the end of. Yeah, we're already in September. Nuts. Crazy. That's insane. Yes, next we get to the spells. So, obviously, a Lightning Tutor for the equipment or, well, for artifact or enchantment search. Thrill possibility, the thrill possibility just so I can draw some cards. To help with equipping, battlefield in improvisation. So target creature gets +2 at the end of the turn. If it's attacking, I may equip any number of equipments I control to it. Kind of like the same with inventory management, but this has split second. Both came out in Universes Beyond. Gotta love that. And then we have like removals being Swords, Plowshare, Dispatch, Stroke Midnight. Protection spells, I have Surge of Salvation. I put in almost every one of my white decks because the card is just good. Tefari's Protection, just so I can maybe Sunforge my way into phasing out. And a Boros Charm to maybe flash to get Boros to just give myself double strike if nobody gets blocked. And for the last instant, we're running Untimely Malfunction because the card is good. Why would you not want a 2-drop Deflecting Swat? You're running red, run the card, really good. Even then, Redirect Lightning from the Avatar set also is really good. Because it then becomes like, it's like 1 mana, or 1 mana, but to cast a spell you either pay 2 colorless mana or 5 life. I'm paying that 5 life. Plus the showcase is so good. I'm so excited for the Avatar stuff. I'm also really excited for Spider-Man that comes out in like, what, just over 2 weeks. So next, sorceries. A Still Shaper's Gift, just for equipment search. Open the armory for ores and equipment search. I deck Tutor for enchantment search. So yeah, these are my main searches. Then we have a United Battlefront from Tarkir. You may look at the top top 7 cards of your library. Put 2 non-creature, non-land permanents with mana value 3 or less from among them onto the battlefield. Put the rest on your bottom library in a random order. So yeah, since most of my equipments are in fact 3 or less, I'm getting at least 2 of them. I think Sunday? Yeah, Sunday I saw like 5 equipments using this card. So 2 of them were land, 5 were actually equipments, which is great. Wake the Past, so I can bring all my equipment that were destroyed, obviously, from the bin back to the battlefield. And then a Full Throttle to give me an additional combat. Actually no, this gives me 2 additional combats. So that's a total of 3 Eivor triggers. And now we go on to the enchantments. Got a good handful of enchantments. Obviously we're doing Singrad's Aid. Ores and equipments have flash, and whenever equipment or enters you attach it to a target creature. A Forge Anew, when it comes in you can return an equipment from your bin to the battlefield. As long as it's your turn, you may activate equipped spells anytime you cast an instant. You may pay 0 rather than pay the equip cost of the first equipped ability activate each during your turn. So yeah. So it's like the dwarf in here. The first equip ability can only be 0. That's fine. Mantle of the Agents to return all my equipments back from the bin. Well, yeah, onto a creature. So if I have multiple equipments to the bin, I'll just cast this. Target Eivor. Put him on Eivor. A Fires class to help with equipment search. Well, I mostly use it for equipment search, and the level 2 being equip abilities cost 2 less to activate. I rarely go level 3. I don't think anyone really needs to go level 3, but you can if you want. A Blacksmith's Talent, which that spits out a sword that gives the equipped creature +1/+1. Hey, it's an equipment at the end of the day. I'll take it for 1. It's a 1-drop too, so it's fine. Windcrag Siege, so you would choose Mardu or Jeskai. You choose Mardu because yeah, if a creature attacking causes a trigger ability of permanently controlled trigger, that triggers additional time. We want as many Eivor triggers as we want. I don't know why you'd ever need to make a 1/1 goblin. Don't make the goblin. And then we have this. This is a scary card. Because yeah, every single damage that I deal is doubled. So that's double damage from Eivor. Because this, I think, yeah, these two. Even though it wasn't really these two, it was just this. This won me the game because I just I had one equipment out, I attacked, it dealt the damage, but this says dealt 2 damage, and yeah, 1 from that. Like, you can, if you really want to, for what, the extra 1 colorless, you can run Fire Emancipation that deals triple. But I don't think I need that. I think I had it in Cap. Cap is fine because Cap could do it. Choose up to 3 targets and divide the damage. Yeah. So now we go on to land. So Command Tower, a Reflecting Pool, kind of like to get me any color I need. For any color, either red or white. Battlefield Forge, Clifftop Retreat, Sundown Path, Sacred Foundry, and a Sun Billow Verge. So those are the multicolor lands in the deck. For monocolors, an Ancient Den and a Great Furnace, which are also artifacts, which also helps with my metalcraft. Colors, Reliquary Tower, Inventor's Fair, and a Command Beacon. This is in here just in case my commander gets popped so many times. I need a way of just putting it back to my hand to cast it for its original 5. Sack lands, we have an Arid Mesa, a Fabled Passage, Involving Walls, Terramorphic Expanse. Yeah, the lands, there aren't really that many special lands in here because the deck is Boros. I find it hard to find really good lands for Boros sometimes. Then the rest is like, yeah, we got basic lands out the wazoo. A lot more white than red, but yeah, the deck has a lot more white pips. But yeah, that has been my Eivor Ready Commander deck profile. So hopefully you guys are enjoying the flow of videos. I should actually be doing a Let's Discuss video that should come out this Saturday, which is spider related because we've had so many cool spider cards revealed so far this week. It's nuts. I love it. So stay tuned for that. As always, I'll leave a deck list in the description, well, a link to my deck list in the description in Architect. And as always, if you want to hit that subscribe button and hit the bell to get notified when I upload more videos, that'd be much appreciated. And yeah, we shall see you guys in the next one. Bye.